Welcome to this edition of Ethical Sustainable Investment News and Analysis to Profit By. I'm Ron Robbins, an ethical investing pioneer for over 40 years, quoted in the Wall Street Journal, MarketWatch, the Globe and Mail, and numerous other media, and founder of the highly respected global ethical sustainable investing information website, Investing for the Soul. And please listen to my disclaimer statement at the end of this podcast. Now enjoy this podcast. Hello, Ron Robbins here. Now, before I begin, I want to mention that I'm taking a one-episode break, so my next podcast after this one will be September 8th. So, welcome to this podcast, episode 112, titled Best Hydrogen ETFs and Stocks Plus. It's presented by Investing for the Soul. InvestingfortheSoul.com is your site for vital global ethical and sustainable investing mentoring, news, commentary, information, and resources. And look at my newly totally revised website at investingforthesoul.com. Tell me what you think. Now remember that you can find a full transcript and links to content, including stock symbols and bonus material, on this episode's podcast page located at investingforthesoul.com/podcasts. Also, a reminder, I do not evaluate any of the stocks or funds mentioned in these podcasts, nor do I receive any compensation from anyone covered in these podcasts. Furthermore, I will reveal to you any personal investments I have in the investments mentioned herein. Additionally, quotes about individual companies are brief. Please go to this podcast's webpage for links to the actual articles for more company and stock information. Also, some companies might be covered more than once, and there are also 4 article links below that time didn't allow me to review them here. Today I'm starting with the article 7 Hydrogen Stocks You Better Be Buying on Each and Every Dip by Ian Cooper on investorplace.com. Here's some of what Mr. Cooper says about his picks. 1. Global X Hydrogen ETF. It's up to $10 a share and could test $12 a share, all because of the growing demand for hydrogen. As I noted on July 17th, with an expense ratio of 0.5%, this one invests in companies involved in all aspects of hydrogen production, distribution, and use. 2. ALPS Clean Energy ETF, that's ALPS, ALPS. With an expense ratio of 0.55%, the ETF offers diversification and exposure to companies involved with renewables and clean technology. While it's finding resistance above $50, eventually I'd like to see it test $60 a share again soon. 3. Defiance Next Gen H2 ETF. With an expense ratio of 0.3%, the ETF invests in companies that generate at least 50% of their revenue from involvement with hydrogen-based energy sources, fuel cell technologies, and industrial gases. While it's been volatile, it has a strong history of bouncing back from excessively oversold conditions. 4. Air Products and Chemicals. Owns more than 100 hydrogen plants around the world and is involved in more than 250 projects. Air Products and Chemicals has a yield of 2.32%. the company is also working on a $7 billion hydrogen joint venture in Saudi Arabia. 5. Bloom Energy is another one of the hot, must-own hydrogen stocks. Analysts at RBC Capital are also bullish. The firm just initiated coverage with an outperform rating with a price target of $24 a share. 6 is Plug Power. Has traded essentially flat this year, but it's still a solid long-term bet on hydrogen. Northland Securities analysts just upgraded the stock to outperform from market perform with a price target of $22 a share. 7. Fusion Fuel Green is still a pre-revenue company, but it has some impressive contracts. For one, it signed a 10-year offtake contract with European developer Hydrogen Ventures for 30 tons of green hydrogen per year. End quotes. Now continuing with the alternative energy theme is this piece titled 3 Alternative Energy Stocks with Multibagger Potential. It's by Faisal Hamayan and found on investorplace.com. Mr. Hamayan includes these points about his picks. 1. Plug Power. Plug stock has tended lower in the last 12 months, and it's a golden opportunity for long-term investors to accumulate. With the company providing end-to-end solutions in the hydrogen economy, the growth visibility is robust. With significant expansion plans, revenue is likely to increase to $5 billion in 2026 and further to $20 billion by 2030. I believe that Plug stock is poised for multi-bagger returns. 2. First Solar. First Solar stock has surged by 135% in the last 12 months. However, considering the growth momentum, First Solar stock remains undervalued at a forward price earnings ratio of 27.1. 3. Enphase Energy stock has been trending lower, and I see this downside as a good accumulation opportunity. At a forward price earnings ratio of 30.5, the growth stock looks attractive with an investment horizon of 5 years. Enphase identifies itself as the world's leading supplier of microinverter-based solar plus storage systems. End quotes. Many investors wonder what sustainable agriculture-related stocks there might be. Well, this article is for you. It's titled Benefits of Sustainable Investing: 3 Companies Leading the Way by Shoshana Weisenblatt on finextra.com. Now a few comments by Ms. Weisenblatt on her picks. 1. AgCo, Advancing Agricultural Sustainability. AgCo integrates sustainability into its core business strategy, emphasizing innovation and technology to make agriculture more efficient, productive, and environmentally friendly. For instance, AgCo's Fendt Vario tractors leverage fuel-efficient designs and advanced technology to reduce environmental impact. The company's precision planting solutions help farmers optimize planting and yield, thereby minimizing waste and enhancing food security. 2. ICL Group, promoting sustainable agriculture and nutrition. ICL Group, a leading global specialty minerals company, and one of the largest fertilizer manufacturers in the world, offers another attractive opportunity for sustainable investment. ICL's operations center around producing a sustainable food supply, focusing on soil health, plant nutrition, and food quality. ICL's innovative fertilizers are designed to increase crop yields while decreasing the environmental footprint. They are advancing controlled release fertilizers and water-soluble fertilizers, which help maximize nutrient uptake and reduce nutrient leaching, thus protecting water sources. Furthermore, ICL's commitment to recycling industrial byproducts into useful resources, such as phosphate, magnesium, and bromine, among others, illustrates their dedication to a circular economy and resource efficiency. 3 is John Deere, really Deere & Company, pioneering precision agriculture. John Deere, a familiar name in agricultural machinery, has been pushing boundaries to make farming sustainable and efficient. The company's focus on innovations to improve machinery efficiency and promote agriculture makes it a promising prospect for sustainable investors. John Deere's smart farming technologies, such as precision ag technology, allows farmers to utilize resources more effectively. This technology involves the use of GPS and data analytics to optimize crop planting, irrigation, and harvesting, reducing waste and environmental impact. Furthermore, John Deere's advancements in electric and autonomous farming machinery reflect their commitment to reducing emissions and promoting sustainability. End quotes. And now for your interest and which you might want to investigate are the 15 biggest green tech companies in the world. That's the title. It's by Afifa Mashtaik and found on finance.yahoo.com. Here's some of what Ms. Mashtaik says about these companies. To list the biggest green tech companies in the world, we targeted pure play companies in green technologies and made a list of 20 such companies. Out of those, the 15 companies with the highest annual revenue in 2022 were selected and have been ranked in ascending order of high revenue. Starting with number 15, Ormat Technologies Inc. Annual revenue $734.16 million. Ormat Technologies Inc. specializes in providing alternative and renewable geothermal energy technology. With over 190 plants constructed and 3,200 megawatts installed, it owns and operates 933 megawatts of geothermal and recovered energy-based power plants as of January 2021. 14. Bloom Energy Corp. Annual revenue $1.2 billion. Bloom Energy Corp. Is known for manufacturing solid oxide fuel cells that generate on-site electricity. Benefiting from government incentives for green energy, the company has installed approximately 600 megawatts worth of fuel cells as of 2020. Number 13, TPI Composites Inc. Annual revenues $1.52 billion. TPI Composites Inc. is the largest U.S.-based independent manufacturer of composite wind blades, serving global wind turbine manufacturers. 12. EDP Renovables. Annual revenue $2.21 billion. EDP Renovables is a renewable energy company based in Madrid, Spain. It was established in 2007 as part of Energias de Portugal, EDP Group, and operates wind and solar power plants in 13 international markets. EDPR is the world's fourth largest wind energy generator. 11. Sunrun Inc. Annual revenue $2.32 billion. Sunrun Inc. is an American provider of residential photovoltaic systems and battery energy storage products. 10. Enphase Energy Inc. Annual revenue $2.33 billion. Enphase Energy produces solar microinverters, battery storage, and EV charging stations for residential customers worldwide, shipping over 63 million microinverters to over 145 countries. 9. First Solar Inc. Annual revenue $2.62 billion. First Solar is an American solar panel manufacturer and utility-scale photovoltaic power plant provider. They use rigid, thin film modules with cadmium telluride semiconductor. 8. Solar Edge Technologies Inc. Annual revenue $3.11 billion. Solar Edge Technologies Inc. is the pioneer of utilizing DC-optimized inverter systems and commercialized power optimizers. These devices enable module-level maximum power point tracking for solar photovoltaic systems to improve energy production compared to traditional central inverters. 7. Dayco New Energy Corp. Annual revenue $4.61 billion. Dayco New Energy Corp. is a Chinese company that manufactures monocrystalline and polysilicon used in solar photovoltaic systems. They operate a manufacturing facility in Shihazi in the Xinjiang province of China. Dayco New Energy Corp. is one of the most economical producers of high-purity polysilicon for the solar photovoltaic industry. And 6. Vestas Wind Systems AS. Annual revenue $14.49 billion. Vestas Wind Systems AS is a global leader in sustainable energy solutions that specializes in designing, manufacturing, installing, and servicing wind turbines worldwide. With over 166 gigawatts of wind turbines in 88 countries, they have the largest wind power installation globally. 5. Xinyi Solar Holdings Limited. Annual revenue $17.69 billion. Xinyi Solar Holdings Limited is the world's largest solar cover glass producer with a 30% market share. It is headquartered in Dongguan and listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange since December 2013. 4. Next Era Energy Inc. Annual revenue $20.98 billion. Next Era Energy Inc. is the world's largest utility company with a market capitalization over $100 billion based in America. They lead the industry by generating more wind and solar energy than any other company globally. 3. NRG Energy Inc. Annual revenue $31.5 billion. NRG Energy Inc. is a Texas-based American energy company. NRG is engaged in energy generation and retail electricity and offers a diverse portfolio including natural gas, coal, oil, nuclear, wind, utility scale, and distributed solar generation. Number 2, Tesla Inc. Annual revenue $81.46 billion. Tesla Inc. designs and manufactures electric vehicles, stationary battery energy storage systems, solar panels, and related products and services. As of 2023, it is the world's most valuable automaker that leads the battery electric vehicle market with an 18% share in 2022. And number 1, Jinko Solar Holding Company Limited. Annual revenue $83.53 billion. Jinko Solar Holding Company is a Shanghai-based solar panel manufacturer. It went public on the New York Stock Exchange in 2010 as a member of the Silicon Module Super League. Jinko Solar Holding Co. Limited distributes solar products to utility, commercial, and residential customers in multiple countries. End quotes. Now some other honorable mentions, not in any order. 1. Title: 3 clean energy stocks set to beat Q2 earnings estimates on Nasdaq.com by Aparita Dutta. 2. Title: 5 best energy ETFs, top oil, gas, and renewable energy funds on InsiderMonkey.com by Hamna Asim. 3. Title: Better high yield, high growth, renewable energy by Hainan Armstrong or NextEra on SeekingAlpha.com by Samuel Smith. And number 4, The Ultimate Guide to Veggie ETF, investing in vegetarian and vegan related companies on nnn.ng by NNN. Well, these are my top news stories with their stock and fund tips for this podcast titled Best Hydrogen ETFs and Stocks Plus. Now, please be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you download or listen to this podcast. That helps bring these podcasts to others like you. And please click the share buttons to share this podcast with your friends and family. Let's promote ethical and sustainable investing as a force for hope and prosperity in these horribly troubled times. Contact me if you have any questions. Thank you for listening. Now, as I said earlier, I'm taking a 1-episode break, so I'll talk to you next on September 8th. And again, please look at my new, totally revised website at investingforthesoul.com. Tell me what you think. Bye for now. Learn how to create a simple portfolio reflecting your personal values by taking my 1-hour tutorial. Go to investingforthesoul.com/podcasts and click the link in the right-hand column for my DIY Ethical Sustainable Investing Pays tutorial. Now, I'll mention in the podcast if I have any direct interest or holdings in companies or securities I'm talking about. Furthermore, any news, opinions, analysis, or other information offered by myself, as well as references and information to or from other external sources in this podcast, is provided as general market information and should not be relied upon and thus does not constitute investment advice. Investors should consult their own licensed investment professional before making investments. Also, I will not accept liability for any loss or damage, including without limitation any loss of profit, which may arise directly or indirectly from use of or reliance on information in this podcast. Do contact me at ronr@investingforthesoul.com. Signing off, this is Ron Robbins.